Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network.
Feeling blue? Well, I know a bright place you can visit to improve your disposition. I can show you that and more on today's Go Island. On today's show, helping teenage girls feel good about themselves, cacti on the Gulf Islands, and labor peace in BC schools. All that in the next 30 minutes. The art is always changing here at the Nanaimo Art Gallery, whether it's fiber art such as the quilts that are hanging on the walls or paintings. We're going to find out about this display as well as some new significant pieces they've acquired for their permanent collection and their hopes for expansion today on Go Island. Meanwhile, it is tough sometimes to feel good about yourself, and especially if you're a teenager faced with peer pressure and everything else that's going on in your life. Rayanne LaPlante finds out about one woman who helps teens develop tools to get over those anxieties. If you think your teenage daughter needs some help with her self-esteem, there are currently some self-esteem camps happening this summer. For girls aged 5 to 14, they help build health and body confidence through games, crafts, and discussions. You can find out more from esteemchicks.com. We're at the Nanaimo Art Gallery, downtown Nanaimo, speaking with the Executive Artistic Director, Julie Bevan, about some very significant contributions that have been made to the Art Gallery. And we're going to find out about those three pieces, plus what else is going on here today on today's Go Island. So thank you, Julie. Tell me a little bit about these donations that have just happened here.
Yes, over the past several weeks, we've been very excited to have some significant gifts come to the gallery. We have 27 prints, drawings, and a wood block by Alistair Bell, who have come from Alistair's son, Alan, in North Vancouver. A really significant gift. I think the earliest print that we've received is from the early 60s, so all the way through his career. And these are works that were made at Yellow Point and in Tofino, so they're really connected to this particular place on the island. So that was a really significant donation for the gallery. We've also received a large-scale triptych by Nanaimo Bay artist Ian Garriock. We've got a retrospective exhibition up at the campus gallery until the end of August that showcases that piece. It's called Reflections on the Cosmic Self, and it came from us to us from a donor in Courtney.
That's really interesting. Now, you mentioned earlier before, I mean, I'm looking at some of these pieces here. The prints itself are outstanding. I don't understand much about the First Nation significance of these ones, and I know, there's a lot of information that goes with those as well. But getting these pieces donated to the Nanaimo Art Gallery is really important, isn't it, Julie?
You know what, it really is, and I think it speaks to the fact that people from outside of our community recognize the significant value of the art gallery and having an art museum that serves this region, and these gifts will benefit the people of Nanaimo long into the future.
Very quickly, can you show us maybe, I mean, the print is one thing, but just show us what these are?
These are two works by Sonny Asu, and we had an exhibition of his work last summer on campus. Sonny's connected to Vancouver Island. He's a First Nations artist who is known across Canada and internationally. And these are two works that the gallery has in fact purchased. And these reference, what Sonny's work does is combine traditional First Nations iconography with contemporary culture. And so these are kind of about social media and the convergence of cultures.
I love the concepts that are behind that and how you translate that, but if people who want to find out more about these pieces and see them, they have to go up to the art gallery that is up at Vancouver Island University. And we will find out more about what's happening with the Nanaimo Art Gallery later on in today's Go Island. Still ahead today on Go Island, growing cacti on Gabriola, and This Week in BC with the Premier, and watermelon drinks. Still to come today on Go Island. There's a woman on Gabriola Island who has a hobby she's been doing for 40 years now, growing cacti and succulents. Apparently it's gotten pretty big. Kelly Robinson had a chance to visit with her. You're watching Go Island, and now Marianne's cacti should be in bloom for the Home and Garden Tour on Gabriel Island. It's a fundraiser for the People for a Healthy Community. You can check out their website at phcgabriola.org. I'm speaking with Julie Bevan at the Nanaimo Art Gallery. And Julie, what is the significance of having an art gallery in a community?
Well, at the core of our purpose is exhibiting the work of artists and showcasing the work that artists do, introducing local artists to work local audiences to work that's made across the country and internationally, and introducing the work of local artists to the people of the region. I think that's really at the core of what we do. Education is another really important component, and we impact over 12,000 kids through our Artists in the Schools program. We have adult workshops and workshops for children, and so that's a really big component, inviting people to think critically and engage in hands-on art-making activities to explore creativity.
And it's neat to come in here all the time and see different things. You know, you look at all the different quilts on the wall this time around, and every so many months you walk in and it's fresh and it's exciting. What is the significance of art and people and, you know, the relationship and culture and how important that is, Julie?
Well, I think one of the really important things that we do through exhibitions is invite people to learn about and explore different sets of ideas through artwork. I think one of the things that we do best is explore art and teach people about the world through art and invite that kind of interaction and engagement with a set of big ideas. In this particular exhibition, we're looking at the history of Nanaimo and a particular woman who worked here over the course of 40 years.
And it always changes, which is amazing. I know you've got stuff lined up for years in advance.
We do,
too.
3 years.
Yeah,
we program 3 years out.
Wonderful. Well, talking about planning in advance for years to come, Premier Christy Clark is hoping for long-term, maybe a decade of labor peace in BC schools. Is that possible? We'll find out more with Sean Leslie on This Week in BC. You're watching Go Island, and today we are down at the Nanaimo Art Gallery, downtown Nanaimo, speaking with Julie Bevan. And the Art Gallery is facing kind of a crucial upcoming event this Monday at City Council. Tell me what's happening.
At the council meeting on Monday night, we're presenting the big idea that we have for this building and the proposal that we've developed over the past 12 months for phased development at this site. We have a plan that starts in 2014, takes us to 2020, and what we're suggesting is development over the long term, expanding our site here, amalgamating our services and leaving campus according to our vision. And we've spent a lot of time in the community over the past several months connecting with artists, with the business community, inviting input and looking for areas for collaboration. So we're really excited about this plan, and what we're asking council to do is support the big idea in principle. So we can move forward with phase 1 and work on developing some of these other crucial pieces that have to roll out over the next several years.
What would expanding the facility do for the Art Gallery and Nanaimo?
Well, as part of phase 1, we've got a really exciting plan to create a dedicated education space here on this main floor in an unoccupied space adjacent to the gallery. That would house all of our education programs. We've got Artrageous Saturdays, we've got workshops for children and adults, and it would be centralized in a beautiful street-facing location with good connectivity to the gallery. And I think that will do a lot to encourage more families to participate in what the gallery has to offer Nanaimo in the region.
I know also by being larger you could possibly bring in some bigger displays, some things that maybe you wouldn't normally see in a smaller community like Nanaimo, and it is the only art gallery around here, so good luck with that. And I wish hopefully council hears the message from the people and it goes your way. These displays that are around here today are just a summer display, and they change out every few months. But talking about summer, let's find out what island chef Michael Williams can teach us about getting refreshed with a watermelon chia fresca. You've been watching Go Island. Today we've been at the Nanaimo Art Gallery in downtown, finding out about their temporary collections as well as some new additions to their permanent collection and about their hopes for expansion. Monday night at City Council, it's an important evening for them. They're hoping for your support. Thank you for watching today's Go Island.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network. Clothing supplied by Catwalk Fashions. Kate's Hair and Aesthetics provided by Maffeo Salon.